See, this is my tummy that I'd love to get rid of. That's my butt. You don't need to look at. This is my tummy from the other side. You can see. This is me at, what was it, 207, 207.6, 207.8. That's me up close. Tum-tum up close. Yeah. And here, yeah, you can see. I'd love to get rid of that soon-ish. This is what I look like when I'm at home, usually just wearing jeans and a sweater, or I'll throw on a skirt or shorts. Today is day 67 of the Orbera Gastric Balloon. That was not me. That was the chair that I'm sitting in. It's very noisy. That was not gas. Let's make that clear. That was one time when I was not gassy on camera. So today is day 60. Oh crap. I just forgot. 67, I think I said. Saturday was 63. Today is Wednesday. So yes, it's day 67. It's very early in the morning. It's actually 6:03 right now. But I've been up since 4:45. I don't know why. I just woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I want to actually talk about that a little bit. I've been sleeping kind of badly lately. That's not usual for me. I'm a good sleeper. But I've been sleeping pretty badly. And by badly, I just mean I don't sleep through the night. I wake up often, not related to any gaseous thing happening to my stomach or my chest, not related to anything I've eaten. I try to be conscious not to eat anything late anymore. So I'm not having like those weird food dreams. And by food dreams, I mean that sometimes when I eat, or actually every time I eat and then go right to bed, my brain is really active and I'm thinking a lot. And so I dream like crazy all through the night, but that's not what happened. I've been, I usually eat the last time around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the time I go to bed 8 hours later, that's not what should cause me to have a sleepless night. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if this is balloon related. I think maybe it's not. I think actually I may be having just a little bit of anxiety about some things I'm not finished with at work. We're getting towards the end of the year. And so as kind of with any job, there's sort of year end reports and things that are due, and I'm very, very far behind. So I think some of it may just be stress. But I'm not sleeping well, and that's never good for my my daytime eating habits. So I'm really, really having to think carefully every time I get hungry and need to eat something. I just got on the scale and I weighed 207, and I forgot the point, 0.6, 0.4, 207, let's call it. Sorry, I don't know why my nose is running. Gross. Side note, my allergies in my bedroom have gotten better. I'm not waking up sneezing all the time, but as you can see, I'm still having like a little, I don't know, drippy. I don't really know what it is. I don't know what I'm allergic to in the bedroom. I've changed everything I possibly can. I leave the windows open, so I'm not sure what's going on. But so that's what I wanted to say about restful sleeping. I'm not sleeping really restfully lately. I'm trying not to let that make me bad food choices during the day, because I am still maybe not very, but I'm still happy with my progress in the weight loss department, which is the point of this whole thing. I'm glad to be sort of solidly moving downwards on the scale. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. My weight loss with this balloon has not been, the huge drop. I haven't had that. In fact, for me, it seems like I lose 2 pounds and I gain a pound. I lose 2 pounds and I gain a pound. And that's how my weight loss is going. But the nutritionist said that's actually the better way to go. that's the more sustainable way to keep the weight off. That really psychologically is a better way for you to really become the person, for you to really become in control of the weight loss, because it's your habit that's making the weight fall off versus an external thing that once it's removed will no longer do that job. So I feel good. But if you have seen these videos, I know I'm trying to get under 200 pounds, and that's not even my end goal. That's just where I really want to get to feel like I'm going to begin to look like myself again. Because that's what happens when you gain a lot of weight, at least for me. It feels like when you look in the mirror, you don't see you. You see someone else. You see this stuff on you, right? Like a big pumpkin face. I'm starting to see a little bit of it coming, of my face coming back. But, if I'm able to get well under 200 pounds, I'll be able to see in these videos what my face really looks like. I'm also starting to get very self-conscious about my neck. This is what my neck looks like. And like the lines, I don't know, like I hadn't really noticed that as much in the past, and now it's like, oh my God, look at my neck. Is it old? Or is this just the weight? And when I start losing more weight, will this even back out? I don't want to have old neck. I don't want to have an old neck. Forgot the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh, so I have only shown myself basically sitting down in a chair or on my couch or in bed, or even if I've been outside walking, you've only seen here. So I think I wanted to finally show my body, not in any kind of physically or sexually explicit way, but just show you what I'm working with here, what I'm trying to lose. Today, maybe because I woke up really early and didn't know what to do with myself, I have decided to just go ahead and show my body. I want to say this took a big step for me. It did, because it's already a lot for me to be sharing so much of myself in public like this. I'm not that person. I don't have a big social media presence. I don't ever post. I've never in my life been a person who posts every day to social media. I'm a little bit private about my life at work, when I'm at work, about my private life. I'm just not that person. And so it takes a lot for me to stand up and say, this is what my body looks like. So I guess I'm saying that to ask if anyone's watching these and sees this particular video, please be gentle. I am not a person who is very comfortable fully showing my body like that. I'm not in anything revealing at all. I'm in a sweater and jeans today, so that's all you see. But it took a lot for me to do that. What you see in it is the problem area that I think is normal for women. I have like this gut, this tum-tum. I will say that at 207 pounds today, my gut is a lot smaller than it was when I was at 225 pounds. My whole upper torso is a lot more, I would say maybe compact than it was when I was at 225 pounds, but it's still not where I want it to be. So when I see myself in the mirror like this morning, I do say, oh, I don't look that bad. I'm okay. Like, I'm all right. I could maybe leave the house in this outfit and feel confident. I also, that's a big deal for me to look in the mirror and see that and think that. But I'm also looking in the mirror and going, well, if your stomach were flat, if your waist were smaller, if your butt were, not this wide expanse, how much better could you look and how much better would you feel? It's hard. That's hard. The weird thing is I'm generally not someone who is very ashamed of their body in safe spaces. but the weight gain has definitely made me feel like I need to be apologetic for the space I take up. Like if I get in the backseat of a car, if I share an Uber or a Lyft ride with someone and we sit in the back seat, and there, if heaven for, if we're two people, no problem. If there are three of us, before I even know it, I'm apologizing that I have to take up so much space in the back seat. Like, things like that, they just settle in your head. And that's kind of how I feel about my body. That's how I have felt about my body in general. And coming down from 225 pounds to now this weight today, 207. My all-time low so far was just a pound from this, 206, just 4 days ago. But like I said, my weight loss process is a couple of pounds off and then a pound or two back on, and that's how I move down. And that's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought there. And actually, that's another thing that's kind of been happening. I don't know if that is actually from the sleepless nights, that I noticed it at work yesterday also, where I was fine. Well, I was tired in the morning. I had my Russian lesson as usual at 6 a.m. And then right after the lesson, and it's about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So around 8 a.m., I'm ready to go. I'll hop in the shower, get dressed and go to the office. But yesterday, after the lesson, I was drained. I even said to my Russian teacher, I don't know if it's because the grammar that we were talking about today was very, very complex and it was very new for me. And I realized in learning it, many mistakes that I've been making in Russian that I've now got to kind of like be conscious of correcting. And that's a lot. So maybe I felt a little discouraged, but my energy was crazy low, like crazy low. And I was talking to my fiance after the lesson, and he was like, looking at me, he's like, "You look sad. Are you that tired? Are you that tired?" And I was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired." He's like, "Yeah, I think you need to take a nap. Don't like take an hour nap before you go to the office." And I was like, "No, I can't. Like, there's no time. I have to go to work. It's time. I can't not." But I was really, really like level 1 out of 10 for energy at 8 a.m. So I finally got to the office, and I tried as much as I could to just like be with it. The thing with working in the office versus working from home is at home, my desk is over there. I sit at my desk and I just work, or I hop on the couch, pick up my laptop, and I'm just working. It's just me. Every now and then the phone rings, but it's kind of just me and the cat. When I go in the office, it's like I go in and there's all of this socializing that has to happen, but there's all this socializing that happens. And so there's a lot of talking and catching up. And this was right after a holiday. So what did you do for your holiday? How was your holiday? Where'd you go? Did you, and it's So 30 minutes of that, if not longer. And I know I sound crazy and super antisocial saying this, but what I felt was drained after that. I was already very, very low energy and struggling just to like keep bright-eyed and alert. And then like the conversationalizing, if that's a word, but the chit-chatting and talking with everybody you meet and doing the whole like, what'd you do? And the long conversations. And I want to say those lasted like 45 minutes, to be honest, because I remember even getting to my desk late because I came in on a different floor and like all those conversations started happening there, and I had to be like, okay, I've got to go. And then the next person would come up and I'd be like, oh, hey, and then I got to go. And this is it's not a complaint. It's just an observation. And I know that I struggle sometimes with like interactions like that a little bit, just because I get a little bit anxious. But I was drained. I was drained at my desk by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I got through several hours and it just worked. And then by 2 o'clock, like I felt like I was going to fall over. I was so tired. Like I felt it was hard. I was having to actively like keep my eyes open. I still kept working, but by 3 o'clock, my brain just like melted, and I found myself reading and rereading again the same email because I wasn't catching everything, and like just to make sure that I'd read the whole email. I was working on something else and I had to like go back and double check, because I was like, did I do this? Let me go back. And my brain just kind of melted. Again, these are observations. I don't know if they have anything to do with the balloon, and I think they don't. What it's about is the sleep, and I really have to get to a place where I remove the stress from my life so I can sleep. The sleep is so valuable and it affects everything else. So that's why I feel like I'm kind of on this video a little bit long. I think I'm still struggling mentally, which is embarrassing to say, but I am, from the lack of sleep. Brain's just jumping around and I can't keep like track of what I'm saying and what I want to say. So I'll stop the video here, but just to quickly recap, struggling with some sleep stuff, wanted to show my body on camera, or the body shape, size, and problem areas. I hate that term because those problem areas can be succulent, sexy, your succulent and most sexy parts of your body. So to like vilify them by saying that they're problematic is not a great thing. But where my body is right now, because I had not taken before and after pictures. I didn't take before and after pictures because the before pictures were super depressing. I put the camera up and sit in front of it and I was like, I don't want to look, I'm never going to want to look at this, and I don't want anyone else to see this. So I didn't take those photos. And I thought I'll take photos further down the weight loss process. So I guess today is the first day I'm comfortable saying, here's what I look like. That's it. Thank you. Day 67. I will remember these. I should write these down. Day 67. Thank you.